Good morning, everyone. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about time response of first order system. In the last lecture, in time domain analysis, we discussed about what are the different types of test signals we are having, and what is the Laplace transforms for that test signals. That means how many types of test signals we are having. Basically, four types of test signals we discussed in the last lecture. That is, first one is a step signal, ramp signal, parabolic signal, and then impulse signal, and the what is the Laplace transform of that particular signals. That means for step signal we are having an a by s, for ramp signal a by s square, for parabolic signal a by s cube, and that impulse signal delta of t equal to 1. That is for when we are applying the Laplace transform. After that, to discuss what is meant by an order of the system, how we are going to define an order of the system. Here in this lecture, we are going to discuss about the time response of an first order system. Time response, time response for a first order first order system. Time response for a first order system. Before going to that, we have to know that what is meant by a first order system. We know that the first order system is nothing but in the denominator of a given transfer function. That means we know that the transfer function c of s into r of s. Sorry, c of s divided by r of s. That is the transfer function. For example, we are having an 1 divided by 1 plus st. Here the order of s we call it as an or that means the highest power of s in the denominator of any given transfer function, we call it as an order of the system. For example, on the s power 0 we are having, that we call it as an first order system. If you are having an s power s power 1, if you are having, that we call it as an first order system. If you are having an s square, second order system, s cube, s power 4. That means the highest power in the denominator of any transfer function, we call it as an order of the system. Now, how we are going to define an first order system? Now, see here. Let us consider. Let us consider. Let us consider in a first order system with unity feedback. Let us consider in a first order system with unity feedback and with unity feedback. Unity feedback means h of s is equal to 1, comma, g of s is equal to 1 divided by st. G of s is equal to 1 divided by st. For example, if I am taking like this, here we are having a c of s and this is my r of s value. I am going to consider negative feedback system. Negative feedback system. Now, what is the transfer function for this? Now, how much you are here? We are getting h of s is equal to 1. Now, what is the transfer function? C of s by r of s is equal to, what is the formula we are having for negative feedback? In the previous lecture, we discussed that the negative feedback, whenever we are having a negative feedback, then what is the transfer function? That means C of s by r of s is equal to, we are having a g divided by 1 plus gh. Here, what is the value of h? 1 plus g into 1. That is nothing but the transfer function is g divided by 1 plus g. G divided by 1 plus g. It means that that is a unity feedback. That means in the place of h we need to substitute 1. Why? Because it is a unity feedback. Now, similarly, h of s value, let us just consider h of s is equal to 1 and g of s is equal to g of s is equal to 1 by st. Then what is the transfer function for this? G divided by g, in the place of g we are having 1 by st divided by 1 plus g. That means g into h, 1 by st into 1. If I am simplifying, what we are going to get, 1 divided by st whole divided by st plus 1 by ST will be going to get cancel. That means that C of S by R of S is equal to, we are getting 1 by ST plus 1. This is the first order transfer function. Why? Because the highest power of S is here 1. The highest power of S is 1. So we, that is a transfer function of any first order system. That is a G of S is equal to C of S by R of S is equal to 1 by ST plus 1. So that here how we are going to write down, this is R of S value, and here we are having an 1 by ST plus 1. This is our C of S. From this we can write C of S by R of S is equal to 1 by ST plus 1. Just now only I explained. Once again I am writing here. This is the highest power S is 1. The power of S is 1. So this is an 1. So this is your first order transfer function. First order transfer function. This is a first order transfer function. The highest power in the denominator of a given transfer function, that we call it as an order of the system. Order of the system. Now we got that the first order transfer function is the C of S by R of S is equal to how much? C of S, just keep it in mind, C of S by R of S is equal to 1 divided by ST plus 1. This is my first order transfer function. Now what will be happen? C of S is nothing but our controlled output, and R of S is nothing but a reference input. Now how we are going to change the reference input R of S value? We can change the R of S value by using a different test signals. If I am giving an R of S, that is an input signal is a step signal, then what will be happen to the time response analysis? For example, if I am giving a parabolic signal, or for example, if I am giving an impulse signal, what is the output of the particular system? That is a C of S value. That means once if you know that C of S, from that we by applying the inverse Laplace transform, we can find that C of T value. Now I am going to discuss now response of the system, response of the first order system, response of the first order system, response of the first order system with unit step input, with unit step input, with unit step input. Here I am pronouncing that with unit step input, right? Response of the first order system, the first order system with the unit step input. This is important. Now, which signal we are going to give is a unit step input. That means which order system I am going to consider? First order system. What is the first order system transfer function? C of S by R of S is equal to, just now only we derived. How we derived? That means C of S by R of S. For that I have considered a unity feedback system, that is an H of S is equal to 1 and G of S is equal to 1 by ST. With a negative feedback system I considered, if I am deriving for that considered system, because we are getting an C of S by R of S value, that is an that means 1 divided by ST plus 1. Now consider that the first order transfer function is C of S by R of S. C of S by R of S value equal to how much? 1 divided by ST plus 1. Now which signal we are going to apply? Unit step input. Actual value of what is the unit step input value? We are getting an A by S. A by S. But here we are going to consider it as a unit step inputs. So what is the step input? We know that step input is like this. This is our T, and what about this value? This is an for example, if I'm A, when T equal to what? When T equal to 0. Sorry, when T greater than or equal to 0, when T is greater than or equal to 0, the R of T value will be the A. R of T equal to A, when T is greater than or equal to 0, R of T equal to 0 when T is less than 0. When T is less than 0. For example, if I am applying the Laplace transform to that R of T, that means then what is the R of S value? R of S is equal to A by S. Now which signal I am going to consider? Unit step input. Unit means 1 here, so that R of S equal to, we are getting an 1 by S. That means here it will becomes an 1 instead of A equal to unit step input of I am considering, that is an 1. If you take an a normal step, it will be going to be an change unit step input for simplification purpose, so that whenever I am applying an a giving an unit step input, then what is the R of S value is 1 by S. Now this is the normal transfer function when I am giving an this is the transfer function of a basic first order transfer function. Now for that system I am going to apply an input signal. So how it will be going to vary is C of S, now it will become C of S is equal to R of S into 1 divided by ST plus 1. 1 divided by ST plus 1. So in the place of R of S, 1 by S into 1 by ST plus 1. This is what C of S. In this bracket I am writing. Since R of S is equal to 1 by S for unit step signal, for unit step. Since R of S is equal to 1 by S per unit step. So we are going to get C of S is equal to 1 by S into ST plus 1. Now what we need to do now? What is the, we can write this is an C of S is equal to, by applying an partial fractions, this is in the form of now 1 divided by S into ST plus 1. C of S. Now I am splitting that 1 divided by S into ST plus 1. I am going to split, that is an A, we can write it as A by S plus B divided by ST plus 1. We can write by using a partial fractions. So from this, if I am equating, we are getting A into ST plus 1 plus BS, which is equal to 1. That means we can write like this very clearly. You can mention S into ST plus 1. Now what will happen? These two will be going to cancel. Now we are getting A into ST plus 1 plus BS. Now put S is equal to 0. Put S is equal to 0. Then what we are going to get? 1 is equal to A into S into T. 0 into T, 0 plus 1. That means 1 A plus 0. That means A value we are going to get 1. What about that B value? Now what we need to do? Put S is equal to, we are taking put S is equal to 0. Next condition what we need to take? Put S is equal to 0 if our value will become 0. Now put S is equal to 1, then what we are getting? Put S is equal to 1 we can take. Put S is equal to 1, what we are going to get? 1 is equal to A into T. AT plus A, that means plus B. What is the A value? Just substitute 1. A means T plus 1 plus B. That means B equal to, we are getting minus T. We can take any partial fraction. First case I am taking put S is equal to 0. There is 2 terms only, so that in the next case immediately I am taking S is equal to 1. S is equal to 1. I am substituting now 1 is equal to A into ST. S value 1. So A into T plus A into 1 A plus B into 1 B. So I am getting like this. This after that already we know that A equal to 1. I am substituting here A T 1 into T 1 into 1 1 plus B. 1 will be going to be cancel. B equal to, we are going to get minus T. Now we need to substitute that value. So C of S is equal to what we are going to get? This we can write it as A by S plus B into B divided by ST plus 1. Now in the place of A, how much we are going to get? A divided by A, that means 1 divided by S plus B divided by B means minus T divided by ST plus 1. Now again I am simplifying 1 by S minus T by st plus 1. T by st plus 1. This is our C of S value. C of S value. Now again I am going to change this. What is the response? Response is nothing but we are going to find the time response. That means we need to convert that C of S value with respect to time t, with respect to time t. Then what we are going to get, we have to check. Right now, next step, we can simplify this one more thing. 1 by s minus, if I am taking t common here, what we are going to get? S plus 1 by t. This is we are going to get C of s. Again, I am going to write C of s. C of s is equal to, finally we are getting C of s is equal to 1 by s minus 1 by s plus 1 by t. Now apply inverse Laplace transform. Inverse Laplace transform. Apply inverse Laplace transform. Then what will happen? What is the inverse Laplace transform of C of s? C of t. It will become C of t. What is the Laplace transform of 1 by s? Sorry, inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s is 1. Inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s is 1 minus, how it is? 1 by s plus a. What is the Laplace transform of 1 by s plus a? E power minus at. E power minus at. Now we are going to apply the inverse Laplace transform to this thing. Then we are going to get 1 minus e power minus 8. In the place of how much a place, in the place of a, how much we are having? Minus t by capital T. 1 minus e power minus t by capital T we are going to get. If I am applying the inverse Laplace transform, we are going to get C of t. Finally, we are going to get C of t is equal to 1 minus e power minus t by capital T. Why? Because in the brackets you can write since inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s is 1. Inverse Laplace transform. That means an L inverse. L inverse of 1 by s plus 1 by t is equal to e power minus t by capital T. Why? Because the Laplace transform of 1 by s plus a, 1 by s plus a is equal to e power minus at. E power minus at. In the place of a, we are having n 1 by t. Right. All these are the formulas. We need to know that thing. Now, this is the final response of the system when we are applying the step signal. When we are applying the step signal. For example, when t is equal to capital T, what will be happen? What is this value? When small t is equal to capital T, then what is the C of t value? C of t is equal to 1 minus e power minus 1. That means 1 minus 0.362. E power minus 1 is 0.36362, or we are going to get here, if I am simplifying this thing, 0.64.3 like 0.64. That means in percentage we can take 64.3 percentage. The percentage of C of t will be equal to 64.3%. That means this is already we know that time constant. We hear that the time constant in the network analysis. We hear that network analysis. That means time constant. Time constant. How we are going to define the time constant? The time constant is nothing but it is the time taken to reach 63.0.36. So it will be going to be 63 only. sorry, 63.2 I think, 63.2 or something. To reach 63.2%, to reach 63.2% of its final value, of its final value, of its final value. The time taken to reach 63.2% of its final value, we call it as a time constant. What is the final value here? Unity. Why? Because what signal we are applying? Unit stepping. That means it will be reaches to maximum unity only. When we are going to take when t equal to t, we are going to get 63.3. And what will happen when t equal to 2t? T equal to 2t means how much we are going to get? C of t equal to again 1 minus e power minus in the place of 2t by t. That means how much we are getting? 1 minus e power minus 2. This value will become 0.86. 0.86. When t equal to 3t, similarly c of t is equal to 1 minus e power minus 3t by t. That means we are going to get 1 minus e power minus 3. This value will become 0.95. 0.95. When t equal to 4t, c of t will become 0.98. 0.98. We can substitute just in our calculator. We are getting all these values. Next, when t equal to 5t, when t equal to 5t, we are going to get c of t equal to 0.9. Like that, it will be going to be an varies. Like that, it will be going to be an varies. We at t is equal to t. Now we need to take draw a graph. For example, if we are taking a graph like this, that is we are having a t, 2t, 3t, 4t, 5t, and so on. At t, how much we are going to get? What is our first value? 100%. This is, for example, you need to take. This is my 100% value. Unity. That means 1. My output is 1. That is a unit feedback system. That is 100%. At a t equal to 0, how much we got? 63.2. That means this is the point. At 2 equal to 2t, how much we got? 86. 86. Next at t equal to 3t, 95. 95. At 4, 98. At 5, 99. At 6, we are getting like this. Right. Now it will be, if you are drawing the graph, now it will be going like this. Like this. This is our time response of a first order system when we applied a step signal. Now up to this thing, up to 5t or up to 60, we call it as a which response? Transient response. When once it will be reaches to 1, then it will become from here. It will become steady state response, right? Like that we are going to consider that this is a very simple step signal. One simple thing is just I am applying a step signal. Just I am applying a step signal. Similarly, we can do for here response of the first order system with impulse signal or with impulse input. With impulse input. The next thing is just I am going. I am discuss here impulse signal. What will happen to the impulse signal when we apply that impulse signal? Here with impulse. Same thing. There is no here. What is the transfer function again? The transfer function of first order system is the transfer function of first order system is 1 divided by 1 plus st. Now the transfer function is c of s by r of s is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus s. That means and we can take it as an st plus 1. Now this signal I am applying impulse signal. What will be happen? C of s is equal to this we can write it as C of s is equal to R of s by 1 plus st plus 1. Now again, what is the C of s? C of s is equal to what is the R of s value? That means an unit impulse signal. What is meant by a unit impulse signal? When t equal to 0, only you are having a maximum value that is an infinity. When t equal to not equal to 0, that value will become an 0. When t not equal to 0, that means for remaining values of t, it will not going to be any value. That means an r of t value will be equal to 0, equated to, that means it will be equal to 0. So when r of s value, what is the r of s value? 1 into 1 by st plus 1. That means we are going to get C of s is equal to 1 divided by st plus 1. Now how we are going to find out the C of t value? So what we need to directly, how we are going to, we can write it as 1 by t into 1 by t into, if I am taking t common, sorry, here how we are going to get C of s is equal to 1 by t into s plus 1 by t. So if I am taking 1 by t common here, if I am taking t common, then what we are going to get? S plus 1 by t. So we can write it as 1 by t divided by s plus 1 by t. Now take it as 1 by t is at a constant, 1 divided by s plus 1 by t. Now this is your C of s value, but we require C of t. How we are going to get C of t? By applying inverse Laplace transform. By applying inverse Laplace transform. Then what we are going to get? C of t is equal to 1 by t into, what is the inverse Laplace transform of this thing? Again, this is in the form of Laplace transform of 1 by s plus a is equal to e power minus at. That means here, this is in the form of, in the place of a, how much we are having? T, 1 by t. So we are going to get e power minus t by capital T. E power minus t by capital T. So the total transfer from the time response of a first order system, when we applied impulse signal A, C of t is equal to 1 by t into e power minus t by capital T. This is the total response of a system when we applied an impulse transfer function. If I am taking a graph, now again you need to take for different values, then how we are going to get is like this we are going to get. When t, yeah, the time varies, that means t, here that is C of t. If I am taking t, 2t, 3t like that, when t is equal to t, when t is equal to 2t, when t is equal to 3t, if I am taking like that, we are going to get. This is the impulse response of the, as the time varies, it will become an 0. Only why? Because the impulse signal only for short duration of the time. That means that immediately it will becomes to 0. That means a short duration of the time. Why? Because only it is having a maximum value only for some time period. Same thing, only that t equal to 0, it will be having a more. In the remaining period, it will be going to be and comes to an 0. That is when we are giving an impulse signal. For example, similarly we can give ramp signal or parabolic signal. Ramp signal means what we need to change here. The simple here we are going to get ramp signal means ramp means what we need to give 1 by s square. For example, if it is a parabolic signal, 1 by s square, you need to take again, you need to, how we are going to write down C of s is equal to, this is in the form of 1 by s square into st plus 1. So what we need to do, again we need to apply s square into st plus 1. That means we need to write down partial fractions like this, b by s square plus c by st plus 1. Again we are going to get a value, b value, c value. And then once if I am getting the a value, b value, c value, then again we need to apply the inverse Laplace transform, C of t. Then we are going to get, that is a response of the final response of the particular system when we applied a ramp signal. Similarly, next we are having a parabolic signal. What will be happen parabolic signal? If I am applying a parabolic signal, what is the reference input for parabolic signal? 1 by s cube. In the place of 1 by s square, we are going to get 1 by s cube. This is the response of an first order system. When we applied an step signal, first we applied a step signal, impulse signal. Similarly, we can apply for ramp signal and parabolic signal. Mainly we need to focus on a step signal, how it will be going to varies from as the value of t varies. Similarly, we are having just now only we I explained that for impulse signal. Impulse signal only some time period only it is having a maximum time. When t equal to 0, it is having a maximum value, peak value, and the remaining terms it will becomes a 0. Right? Thank you. In the next lecture, this is a first order system. In the next lecture, we will discuss with a second order transfer function. What is the second order transfer function? How we are going to find the second order transfer function for step signal, ramp signal, and parabolic, or that means an impulse signal. Right? Thank you.